Conspiracy theories of our time, up there with the second shooter in the staged moon landing. That is, that comedian Andy Kaufman faked his death on May 16, 1984, with the intention of returning 20 years later to the day. That's today. Don't believe it? Well, the House of Blues is filled tonight with people who do believe it, or at least believe it enough that they don't want to miss it if it does happen. Brian Metalka maxed out his credit card just to get here tonight.
I just flew in from Virginia. Just randomly saw the online, got the tickets this morning, flew out, ball day, got a cab, hotel, came here flying out tomorrow morning.
He did not want to miss what could be the punchline to perhaps the greatest practical joke ever.
If I look back in 10 years and, think that I regretted missing this, it's worth it,
Andy Kaufman, best known for the role of Latka on the long-running TV series Taxi, died 20 years ago today of lung cancer, or so it was reported.
Give it up for Bob Zamuda.
Bob Zamuda, a longtime Kaufman friend and collaborator, organized tonight's welcome back party based on something Kaufman told him many years ago.
He says, "What would you think if I faked my death?" I said, "That's good."
Kaufman's life was portrayed by Jim Carrey in the film Man on the Moon. The movie chronicled many Kaufman stunts and highlighted his bizarre sense of humor. So bizarre, his former girlfriend thinks this stunt just might be for real.
I wouldn't put it past him. I really would not put it past him, because he would do anything for a joke or a put on. He would do anything. He would ruin his career. He would make people hate him. He didn't care. He didn't care.
And that's a pretty powerful statement coming from a woman who was with Andy at his deathbed, even went to his funeral. The party goes on tonight. They're expecting it to go on very late this evening. Andy Kaufman has not made an appearance and no idea when he is expected to do so. Reporting live from West Hollywood, Garvin Thomas, ABC-7 Eyewitness News. Leslie, back to you.
Okay, Garvin, thanks. You'll let us know if he does. Word tonight that an actress who spent several years on ABC's General Hospital has died. Anna Lee died of pneumonia at her home near Beverly Hills Friday. Her son says she had been sick for several months. Lee started playing Lila Quartermain on General Hospital in 1978, but left the soap last year. Anna Lee, dead at the age of 91.
As we press forward here at 11, many gay and lesbian couples already have marriage applications ready for today's commencement of same-sex marriages in Massachusetts. The first couple waiting in line was chosen to cut a ceremonial cake just before midnight Eastern Time. The mayor of Cambridge then captured the moment in a brief speech.
It is fitting that we come to this chamber tonight to celebrate an historical day in this Commonwealth. It's a day that extends rights and privileges and ends discrimination against gay and lesbians.
The marriage licenses will be the first same-sex certificates ever to be approved by a state. A proposed constitutional amendment against gay marriage won't get on that ballot until 2006.
Police have a suspect in custody who's linked to a domestic stabbing in South Los Angeles. Investigators say the man stabbed a 50-year-old woman to death and slightly injured a 15-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy. Injuries to the boy and girl are not serious. The suspect is believed to be either the woman's husband or boyfriend.
And tonight, Leslie, the hunt continues for a killer after the discovery of a young boy who was shot and killed, then left in a dumpster in South Los Angeles. The victim's family is now making an emotional plea to the public. And Eyewitness News reporter Wendy Birch has the story.
Brian Lockley was just 11 years old. Despite growing up in a tough neighborhood, the sixth grader chose to join teams instead of gangs.
He loved playing video games and basketball, as you can see. This was his last trophy he received. And he liked playing baseball.
But somehow, Brian ended up losing his life yesterday. He was shot in the chest with a shotgun. And then the killer threw Brian's body out with the trash. He was discovered in this dumpster late yesterday afternoon. Since then, detectives have been working around the clock to close in on the killer.
Our feeling is that it happened in a location where possibly it was inside and not outside.
And it happened in broad daylight. That's why detectives are asking, and the family is pleading for someone to step forward.
I appreciate every one of you all, and whoever did this to him, I hope they be found sooner or later.
A makeshift memorial now stands in front of the apartment where Brian grew up with his grandmother. Detectives believe the killing happened close by, and they say they won't rest until they can help this family find peace.
This is personal, and we're going to solve this case, and so we're going to put in the hours and the time necessary to do that.
Wendy Birch, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sheriff's deputies and police in El Monte are investigating the death of a 3-year-old boy. The child died today here at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Authorities say the boy was a battery victim. They were first notified about the injuries yesterday afternoon, and they are releasing no other information at this time.
And a 10-year-old girl remains on life support at this hour after nearly drowning. The girl was swimming in Castaic Lake just after 11 this morning when she got into trouble. Someone saw her and pulled her out of the lake. She was then flown to a hospital where she's been placed on a respirator. We can tell you that swimming is prohibited at the lake because no lifeguards are on duty.
4 teenagers are recovering following a horrible accident in Long Beach. The 4 were standing outside of a car that ran out of gas on Bellflower Boulevard at about 1:15 this morning. Investigators say that's when another driver lost control while trying to read a message on his cell phone, and he hit them. Detectives are investigating to determine whether to file charges against the driver.
As we continue here at 11 o'clock, just days before a visit by British Prime Minister Tony Blair, explosions ripped through banks in Turkey. We'll have details on that when we come back.
Plus, we'll let you see what happened when a State Department aide tried to cut Colin Powell off in the middle of an interview.
I've had that feeling. Coming up, we'll talk about the weather as well. A big cool down coming our way for the entire week, maybe even some drizzle. This is Eyewitness News at 11.
Wake up to the power of Eyewitness News.
Scott Wright is over the
Breaking news from around the corner
firefighters and other workers
and around the world.
News now from the Middle East where Hamas
Wake up, see what's new on Eyewitness News at 5 and 6 a.m. on ABC7.
The Volkswagen Spring Sales Drive is going on now. That means it's a really good time to get behind the wheel of your very own road-hugging, German-engineered Volkswagen. Each one is packed with cool features and backed by a 4-year, 50,000-mile limited warranty. And right now, you can get a Jetta GL with absolutely zero due at lease signing for just $189 a month. So see your local dealer soon, because like spring, this will be over before you know it.
This ABC7 Eyewitness Newscast is brought to you in part by United Airlines.